What's going on, people? TK Master Wealth Builders LLC, and here's a controversial subject. Um, why is it that on day one of becoming a entertainer, on day one of becoming a sports player, they're not taught business structure 101, investing 101, and taxes? So usually throughout the entertainer's career or the uh, football, sports player's career, they're never taught these simple things. No one is sitting down and explaining to them, hey, first of all, set yourself up as an entity and pay yourself through your corporation. Don't get paid as an individual because W-2 is the highest tax bracket. You're taxed at around close to 40%. So a $6 million check taxed at 40% makes no sense. Set yourself as an entity, pay your EIN, pay your corporation, make yourself a brand, and then set yourself up with a foundation, a charitable foundation where you can then further offset your taxes as a brand. What part of your career do you learn that? And then let's get into some advanced long-term retirement strategies that basically will allow you to take the millions of dollars they're about to pay you and multiply it so that the next 3 generations of your family is protected. So as an entertainer or as a sports player, how about setting up a family trust, infuse that family trust with an IUL, set a succession plan so that every new member of your family that's born gets an IUL and is funded through that trust. Set up a annuity so that when you're done with your career, you're still being paid from the annuity, if not the same amount more than what you were getting paid as an entertainer. Also use leverage so that a plan like Kaizen basically pays you 60% more than what you can do by yourself, because you can infuse it with $2 or $3 million from your contract that you're getting as an entertainer or a sports player, and then your retirement is secure, taken care of, and that is, willable, and you can pass it on to your children, and then you can protect all of it by putting it in the trust so that 2 generations from now, the money you made as a sports player is still paying your children's children. Why are they not taught that from day one? And when is it that someone knocks on the entertainer's door or the sports player's door and explains that corporate structure that you need to establish from day one before you get your first check, so that your EIN is getting paid, your brand is being funneled through your corporation, and that everything you do is negotiated from a contractual standpoint, not from an individual standpoint? Why are they never taught that? They go out here and they blow generational money in one night, and they're never taught how to set up corporate structure, long-term planning, succession, family trust, better tax strategies. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard game day football players being taxed 40% on their game day check because they're not an entity and they're not branded. They're being taxed as an individual. These are simple things that no one knocks on the black door and tells them. But why not? And then the ones that finally learn how to do it, the corporations that become are few. You can count them on probably one hand. The ones that learn this stuff don't teach it to others. So I say it's controversial because no one's openly talking about it. No one's setting up the class. God forbid I get a hold of one of them because it doesn't make sense to be so ignorant and have so much money. It doesn't make sense to be in the dark when this is common knowledge that anyone with a Google can find. If you can't read, then have an audiobook read to you on Kindle. Corporate structure, long-term planning, succession planning, estate, retirement planning. All of these things need to be taught to the entertainer and the football player and the sports player from day one. But again, I'm just throwing stuff out here. Take it, leave it, forget it. Take it, leave it, forget it.